Good morning. Let's try that again. Good morning. Good morning. Yes, and good morning to everybody online as well. Before we begin, we want to acknowledge that as we are here, our location is Owen Sound. That's where we're here. That's where we're broadcasting. We want to acknowledge that we are on the traditional territories of Indigenous peoples dating back countless generations. We acknowledge the long and continued history of First Nation, Métis, and Inuit people in Canada and show respect to them today and always.
We are Sheater. We're a professional theater company. My name is Becca.
My name is Bain. Our play, Far From the Heart, is presented in a style of theater called Forum Theater. It's F-O-R-U-M, and it means that it's a two-part play. The first part is a problematic play. We'll follow the story of four characters regarding their relationships and situations that they find themselves in.
As you follow their story, try to remember any of the moments when you feel uncomfortable and what you might do or say differently. In the second part of the play, we're going to use those ideas and we're going to use theater to talk about the play and talk about the issues in the play. For those of you who are tuning in through our live stream broadcast, you have the option of maybe grabbing a pen and a piece of paper and making notes about those moments that you feel uncomfortable and already starting to think about different options for how those situations could be different and changed for the better. Try to think about what you don't like about that situation and how that situation could change.
This play is about sensitive issues: peer pressure, relationship violence, sexual assault. Do these things happen? Yes, we know they happen. We know it's never the fault of the person who's been hurt, and we know it can be difficult to talk about. But these conversations are important. If at any point during our time together today, these conversations are too much, and you feel you need or you want to leave the space, you are welcome to leave the space whenever you wish. You can use those doors out there, and somebody from Far From the Heart or school staff will check in on you. If you're looking for a safe space to collect your thoughts, there's a nice vestibule, a little area outside the doors, or upstairs in the library where you can gather your thoughts amongst books.
We do have some resource people in the room with us today. They're going to come over and join us up here on our stage to introduce themselves to you, our live audience.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Robin Wilson. I work for the Canadian Mental Health Association, and I'm
for the men's program. See you.
If anyone feels like they would like to speak with either of these individuals at any point during the play, you are welcome to do so. For those of you who are joining us from home or from wherever it is in the world that you are, you can, if you would like, a nice resource that's available, at least in Canada, is Kids Help Phone. If you open up a new browser window on your computer, you can get in touch with Kids Help Phone, whether to access the resources that are available there, or to have a discussion about what other resources are available to you in case you need support during this presentation.
Also, Friends Live, if you have one of these in your pockets, if you have a cell phone, please take the time to turn it off because we're not going to need it. And then put it back in that same pocket if you wish. Also, for those of us online, take this time to close any other web browsers or any other devices that you might have around you. How can we focus in on the conversation? That's what we're aiming for.
So,
let's meet the characters.
Indeed.
We have Adam and Warren. Both these guys are 18.
And the girls, Rachel is 17, and Felicity is 15.
And now, without further delay, Sheater is proud to present Far From the Heart.
While you're up, help yourself.
Hey man, you stoked for the party tonight?
Yeah, man.
It's totally gonna be the talk of the town.
It always is, man.
Whoa! I'd tap that.
You're gonna need more beer than that for the party.
Hey, the host has it under control, man. Trust me. I know how to throw a party.
I mean, I could drink twice that myself.
You're such a bad liar.
Hey, I totally drank a 26er at the last party.
what?
I just got a snap from Warren.
So?
exciting to you? Gross.
Oh no, my phone just died.
Are you gonna get ready for this party or what? It's gonna be so awesome.
You better believe it. Are the coolers still hidden in the cupboard?
Yes, and while you get started on that, I will get the party started over here.
Here.
No, you know who I am? If I win now, I'll be tanked for the party tonight. Not good. I'll just spark up in my own way.
Who's gonna be at the party?
You'll have your choices, but you've got Felicity now, right? She's your girlfriend, isn't she?
She better be.
What do you mean?
We went all the way last night.
Sweet!
Pay up. I hit the home run before you did.
So, last night, Warren and I went to second.
Felicity,
I mean, it's only second base.
you're not serious with him, are you?
Yeah.
Be careful with that, firecracker girlfriend.
What have you got against him?
I know the type, remember?
No, Warren's not like him at all. Just because you made a bad choice once, then it... Okay, just once. But the rest? Rachel, do you know how lucky you are?
Totally. The queen of lucky.
Yeah, and you know, I'm totally not. Rach, Warren's fine. He's fine, okay?
Whatever.
Kit's gonna be there.
Oh, Kid is so hot.
They just broke up with Lisa.
Oh, I heard. I am tuned into that frequency. Crap, if my dad smells this tonight when he's driving.
Oh, hey, I got perfume.
Oh, Felicity, you are a goddess.
So? Last night, dude, what happened? Details.
That's not right, man.
Who are you talking to, Warren? Is she as hot as she looks?
Hot is not the word for it. I gotta tell you, man, I had no idea she could do those kinds of things. And flexible, too.
Flexible? What kind of flexible we talking about here?
Any kind of a flexible you want. And she did this thing, you know, with her hips, huh?
What?
Nah, I can't talk about it.
Your dress is so wicked. And I look like I'm 11. I always have.
Oh, Rachel, to the rescue. Here, try this.
That? Oh my god, no way.
Hey!
I just mean, well, it's gorgeous. Okay, you're gorgeous. Look at you. Guys love you. Everyone loves you. But I'm not like you, Rachel.
So, sophisticated Scarlet. Or Barbie Pink.
Hey!
Ditch the top.
So, what the hell's that smell? Warren, what's your problem?
Hey, I had to work this morning. I didn't have time to take a shower.
Gross, man. And after doing the nasty with Felicity?
Ooh, just pass me the axe.
Here. Oh, that smells so bad.
You're just a jealous. Besides, it adds to my manly aroma.
Whatever. Pass it over here. Not that I needed to pick up, unlike you. But, I still want to sexify myself for the ladies, huh?
Oh my gosh, this is so nice. I feel like I'm a movie star. Oh, it's a lot of skin on me, though.
Well, it's not too much skin. See, that would be too much skin. It's beautiful.
Are you sure?
Yes. You look amazing.
Yeah?
It just takes a little bit of getting used to. Here. Try this with your shoulders.
I'm gonna walk in and Warren's gonna think I'm a babe. But you don't think it makes me look like a slut?
No. Yes. But like a slutty fun girl.
Which is what I'm gonna be. Look at us. Rachel and Felicity are gonna knock him dead.
Dude, your girlfriend is such a slut. It's the only way she'd get with you smelling like that.
Yeah, well, she's my slut, huh?
Fair enough.
Oh, can you send that to me? Oh, actually, can I borrow your phone? Mine's dead. I just want to call someone.
Sure. But who are you calling?
Warren.
Oh, Felicity, you're not calling him.
Yeah.
Does he gotta know where you are all the time, Felicity?
I just want to find out what time he's gonna be there.
Hello?
Hi, it's Felicity. Sorry, my phone just died. What time are you gonna be at Adam's party?
I'm already there.
We'll be there as soon as possible. It's, 20 minutes outside of town, right?
More or less, yeah. Who's driving?
Rachel's dad.
He'll know. It's about a click past the wrecking yard.
Wait till you see what I'm wearing.
I am very excited.
I'm wearing it just for you.
Uh-huh.
I love you.
Bye.
What? He didn't say I love you back.
He's a physical person. He does it through touch.
Oh my god.
Hey,
Felicity, does he ever call you?
you...
Do you ever call him and say, I'll be there? And he says, whatever. Does he ever hold your hand? Without grabbing your ass at the same time? Don't you think that if he really loves you, he'd say it?
That's how you talk to your girlfriend?
Oh, you were listening.
Deep. That was really deep.
Women don't need words, Adam.
You're kidding me.
It's all in what you do.
Right. Well, she said it, didn't she? The L word?
Well, what can I say?
That's heavy. You must have done extremely good.
Yeah, well, must have.
Now the bitch wants you all the time.
What did I tell you?
Uh-huh. It's a good line, eh? Uh-huh. That works for you?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Forget about it. Are you ready, gorgeous?
Yeah. What time's your dad picking us up after the party?
I don't know. I guess we can call him whenever we want. He stays up late anyways.
I mean, I'm sure we'll find someone to drive us.
We'll watch each other's backs.
Yes. And if Kit or somebody gets all weird on you, just scratch your nose like this if you need anything.
Uh-huh. Like that?
Tell you what, you can use it. Here's to you getting laid tonight. At last.
Hey, Lush, have fun.
It's
It's the weekend.
Woo!
Make way for the keg, ladies. Keg's here.
Hi, Adam.
Hey, baby.
Hey, that was my breast, silly. Oh, you.
I made you a playlist.
Warren, did you put that song? I love that song.
Memories.
And some that haven't even happened yet.
May I take your jackets?
Sure.
Whoa.
You like my dress?
You look.
Yeah,
It's nice.
I borrowed it.
Yeah, from her, right?
Who else?
So that's why it looks like that?
What is that supposed to mean?
I'm wearing it just for you.
Isn't the time to be wearing that.
It's a party.
I don't want other guys looking at you like that.
Hey, man, lighten up. She looks nice, and it's a party.
Yeah, and it's a party dress.
And your girlfriend puts the party in the dress.
Thank you.
Back off, eh?
Calm down, man. Your girlfriend is pretty hot.
Put your jacket back on.
I'll be too hot, silly.
Okay, put on my hoodie.
Come on, man. Why would you want to cover up a pretty little thing like that?
Because of you.
God.
Talk about taking all the fun out of the party.
You don't want to make me look bad, do you?
No.
Then put it on. Put it on. Put it on!
Hey,
Felicity.
Warren, chill out. Chill out.
Felicity, can I talk to you?
Grab a drink.
Why do you let him do that to you?
No, it's only because he loves me. That's why he's doing it.
Okay, listen. If he really loves you, he wouldn't make you do a thing like that. That's horrible. He is such a jerk.
No, he's.
Hi, Warren. Hi.
What's up?
I'm talking to my best friend, okay?
And why can't I hear?
Because we're talking about you.
Warren, just calm down.
And what I want, okay, is for you to just back off. Rachel. Just let her have a bit of fun.
She's my business, okay?
Oh, your business? I am so sorry.
Come on.
She can make up her own mind on what she wants to do.
We're going now. Do you remember what happened last time?
Warren, you're hurting me.
Hey, man, let go!
Let her.
Hey, coming with me now.
What's your problem, man?
No, it's your problem. Dude.
Warren, stop!
Ah! Get out of my house!
Are you coming or what?
No, I don't want to go anywhere with you.
Well, suit yourself. I don't need you.
Don't call me ever.
Like I would.
But she doesn't need you either. Are you guys okay?
Yeah. Don't worry about me. Oh, I'm such an idiot.
No!
He's such a jerk.
No, this dress was a mistake.
Stop getting down on yourself. Trust me, you're amazing.
Yeah, never mind.
Felicity.
Hey, don't feel embarrassed. He was really insensitive.
Thanks for trying to help.
You okay now?
Yeah,
Good.
good.
Good as pie?
Adam, you're a guardian angel. That's what you are. Isn't he, Felicity?
Yeah.
Look, you can enjoy yourself. You're free.
Free as a bird.
Hey, that calls for a celebration.
Yes. So let's live it up, girlfriend.
Time to relax. Take your foot off the gas and have some fun. Step right up, ladies. Specialty of the house.
What is it?
Oh, it's just a little something that I made a little earlier. Cheers.
Cheers. Woo, you made this?
Yeah, good, isn't it?
Pour me another one. I could use it.
Okay.
This tastes like shit.
Another?
Another.
Oh, thanks. Oh, yes. You know what, Felicity? I want to go dance. Yeah.
Right on. Feels good to stop holding yourself back, doesn't it? So what do you feel like doing? Do you want to do more shots? Do you want to dance?
Yeah, I'll dance.
All right. Come here.
Okay. What? Why are you dancing slow when it's a fast song? We should be.
Relax. Let's just dance. Go with the flow.
You smell like laundry.
Uh-huh.
Felicity. Kit is here.
Correct.
And they just asked me to go to this bush party with them. It's so cool. It's so cool. So it's just about 10 minutes down the road. So I was thinking that I could just...
Then who's gonna drive me home then?
Oh, don't hate me.
I'll do it.
Oh, that'd be so awesome. That'd be so awesome. Okay, perfect. So, bye.
Rachel? One sec. Here, take this.
Felicity, were you planning on...
Not anymore. But someday. Anyways, I don't need this tonight, but you might.
Oh, Felicity, you're my best friend.
Well, that's what friends are for. Bye.
You look a bit tired.
Yeah, I am.
Let's just get away from the crowd for a bit. Let's go hang out in the basement.
Okay. You have a room down here?
Yeah, I like my privacy. Parents aren't in the way.
Or your little brother?
Not even the dog.
This is moving out without moving out. That rocks. Oh, hey, I like your TV. I can see myself in it. Look at how pretty I am.
You said it.
You know, my parents think that I'm a kid or something. But I'm not. I'm not a kid, right? Why do parents have to be so... I mean, how did you get yours to agree to all this?
Let's just say it was good for them too.
Oh, God, you could talk to mine, okay? Because I would never be allowed. The bed.
Uh-huh.
Oh, this is nice. Come on. You gotta.
This is nice.
Oh, you're nice. Oh, I feel weird.
I can fix that. I like you.
I like you too.
So, what do you want to do? What do you do for fun?
Hey, your ceiling is really dusty. You should dust that.
Never mind the ceiling.
You're a way better kisser than Warren is.
What? Come on.
I want to go dance again.
What, you teasing me now?
What?
Come on. You started a little something here. What's your problem?
Adam?
You put out for Warren, but not for me?
I never... Adam!
That was amazing. That party was so great. Yeah, I wonder if Felicity got home okay.
I can't believe she'd do that to me.
What the hell have I done?
How could he do that? If my friends find out, what'll they say?
No.
Oh, I'm so stupid.
You went to his room.
She kissed me.
You kissed him?
She what?
Why did I let her talk me into that dress? I knew.
You wouldn't listen to me. You see? Exactly what I
Look
was...
at what she was wearing.
I wonder how he found out. I mean, maybe you should have went with Warren.
Look, man, she came on to me.
What'd you do? Get her drunk?
Do you even remember? You were drunk, weren't you? You never remember things when you're drunk.
Like you said, bitch wouldn't leave me alone. Seriously, I wouldn't do that to you, man. You know that.
Adam wouldn't do anything like that. He's a buddy of mine, a nice guy.
Are you sure, Felicity? Are you sure that you're not just regretting it now and blaming him? I mean, Adam's nice.
She's such a slut.
Don't spread rumors about me. Who knows how many guys she's slept with?
Always pretending to be so prissy.
My dress.
Women! Some party.
Whole school is talking about it.
She never said no.
Why don't they believe me? Why don't they believe that he raped me? I was raped.
Is this what Adam meant at the very beginning of the play when he said, "I tapped that"?
Do things like this really happen? Nod.
Well, statistically, we know 51% of women in Canada will experience physical or sexual assault in their lifetime.
86% of sexual assaults happen to women 18 years and younger. And sexual assault can happen to women, men, any person, regardless of their gender identity, their sexual orientation, their age, their race, or their religion. Sexual assault is any unwanted sexual act done by one person to another person. So that can mean unwanted sexual touching up to and including rape. So it is real, it is happening, and it's important that we talk about it.
The way that we are going to talk about it today is with a game. It's a theater game. It's a game called Stop. And we play this game Stop for a couple of reasons, because it's good to practice saying stop and saying it loudly, but also because we always have the choice, the power, the option to say stop whenever we want. And that's not just here in this theater game, but also in our own lives as well.
Here's how we play the stop game. We're gonna replay the play. And this time, anytime you hear or see or feel something that makes you uncomfortable, something that bothers you, you're gonna throw your hands up in the air, and in a nice big voice, you're gonna say, "Stop!" And that's it. That's how we play the game. And since it is a game, we're gonna practice. So, we're going to allow our live audience to have a crack at the stop game, and then we'll let our live stream audience know how you can play the stop game with us as well. So I'm gonna count to 3, and on 3, I'd like everybody in this room, including all of the grown-ups on the outside as well, to put their hands up in the air and in a nice big voice say, "Stop!" Let's try it. 1, 2, 3. Stop! Medium.
Womp.
Like between not great and medium, I'd say. I think we could probably triple the size of that stop, and I want those hands as high as they'll go. Let's try it again. 1, 2, 3, stop!
Yes.
That one was more
That
better.
one. The second one.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, for our live stream audience. Oh, yes. Bane, why don't you explain
Yes.
how the stop game works?
Excellent. Here's how we're going to play this game. We are going to, like Becca said, replay the play. And when you see that thing that bothers you, and you have an idea as to how it can change for the better, you're going to throw up your hand and yell, "Stop!" At that point, we will stop the play. And that person who has that idea of how it can change will have the opportunity to come up on stage, to join us, to be a character within the play, and then try out an idea. We call this a dialogue of action, a rehearsal for reality. So there's no right, there's no wrong. We're just looking at people, choices, and different perspectives.
We have some guests that we'd like you all to meet and that we'd like our live stream audience to meet. We're going to bring out our avatars. So, our avatars today are, we have Morgan in the burgundy, we have Brandon in the white, and we have Kit in the green. So, these individuals will be stepping in to do the interventions for our live stream audience. So, when you are typing in to us, writing in your suggestions for how you, our live stream audience, would like to intervene in these scenes, these are the people who are going to be acting on your behalf. So, things that we want you to be thinking about as you're typing in your suggestions are, what is it about the scene that you don't like? How would you change it for the better? And which character in the play do you think is best suited to try and address that change? Before we move on to the play as well, or to the stop game, we'd like to explain the rules of the stop game, because every good game has some rules.
Rule number 1, be nice and loud. Because we got to hear you use your idea, not just in this room, but also online. So loud into the microphones if you have one.
And for those of you who are online, loud and succinct also is probably a good thing to think about as well. Our second rule is face the audience and the cameras as well, because not only do we want to hear your idea, but we want to be able to share it with everyone in the room and everyone who's joining us from online as well.
Rule number 3, don't hit the actors. But do people sometimes try to use violence to solve their problems? Yes or no? Yes, so Becca, if that's a choice that my character wants to explore, how do I explore that?
So if your character would like to explore violence, then as your character, when you're up here playing the stop game with us, this is how you would explore that violence. You're going to put both of your hands on either side of your body like this, and you're going to look at myself or look at Bane and say, Bane or Becca, at this point my character would punch or kick. Whatever that impulse is, you just say it instead of doing it.
Okay.
Let's have places for the top of the forum. Thank you very much, avatars.
Okay, so we go back to the beginning of our problematic play, and we're going to start off with these two guys. Remember, we have Warren and Adam. They're both 18. They're hanging out in Adam's basement. This first scene with the guys is about violent language. So whenever you see, feel, or hear something you don't like, or something you think needs to be addressed, throw up your hand, yell stop, and then we use theater to talk about it.
So while we are watching this scene happen, MJ, do you want to join us over here, please? While that scene is happening, that will be the moment for our live stream audience members to start writing in with their suggestions for our next scene, for an intervention in the next scene, which is going to be a scene between our two female characters here, Rachel and Felicity. This is the scene where they're getting ready for the party, and Felicity has just put on the dress that her friend Rachel is lending to her. So start writing in now with your suggestions as to what was it about that scene that you didn't like, how you think it could change for the better, and which character you think can best address that change.
But first, we're looking at the guys scene, and this is our game with the live audience. So whenever you guys see, feel, or hear something you don't like, throw up your hand, yell stop, we'll talk about it. Let's see the scene in 3, 2, 1.
Hey, you stoked for the party tonight?
Yeah, man.
It's totally gonna be the talk of the town.
Always is, man.
Whoa! I'd tap that.
Hey. You're gonna need more beer than that for the party.
Hey, the host has that under control, man. Trust me. I know how to throw a party.
I mean, I could drink twice that myself.
You're such a bad liar.
Hey.
I'll pause the scene. Stop the scene. Okay, so democracy. Let's take a quick poll. Who here is totally cool with all of the language in the scene? Put up your hand. Yes, this is normal language. It's fine. Bane, stop freaking out. Put up your hands for that and put them nice and high. Okay, hands up for, I don't know. I don't really talk about these things. This is kind of why I'm at this play to begin with. I haven't made up my mind yet. And if you have this opinion, it's okay to have this opinion. This is theater. This has to be a space where we disagree and talk. So if you have that opinion, put your hand nice and high, because that way, there you go. Excellent. Hands up for, I did not like that language. It was not cool. It made me feel uncomfortable. Hands up for, nope, didn't like it. Okay, hands down. So it seems like a majority of us didn't like the language. So here's the other thing about the stop game. Sometimes what we don't say speaks louder than what we do say. And when we choose not to say anything in this space, it mirrors the choices that we make outside of this space, like what happens in our own lives when we come across this language. So if this is uncomfortable and makes you feel that you'll need to address it, throw up your hand, yell stop, we'll use theater to talk about it in a nice, big, loud voice. This is the actor Eric. This actor's name is Colton. They're very nice guys. Okay? So, we'll go back to the beginning of this scene. Yell stop nice and loudly if you don't like it, and we'll see what happens. 3, 2, 1.
Hey, you stoked for the party tonight?
Yeah, man.
It's totally gonna be the talk of the town.
It always is, man.
Whoa! I'd tap that.
Hey.
All right. We got one stop. We got a couple stops. We also got a couple of these. Hands up if we recognize that we're nervous to come up on stage and share ideas. Yeah. Having these conversations are awkward sometimes. That's why we need to practice it. So one of the other reasons why we do this. Let's just brainstorm. Let's just talk like this. So as we're sitting, right? So just in a brainstorm, what are some problematic things that are happening here? What are those things that people don't like? People that raised their hand that said they didn't like it, why did you raise your hand? What's up? Don't all volunteer at once. Any ideas? How about this character's language? Want to say that cue line?
Whoa, I'd tap that.
Is that okay? Yes or no? No. Okay, so people who said no, why is it not okay? It's inappropriate. It's inappropriate. Yeah. Why is it inappropriate? Do hands up for if we recognize that, yeah, it's inappropriate if we recognize that. Cool. In this conversation, if you don't want to participate, we will not make you participate. But it's interesting for us to have this conversation. Yeah? Yes or no? Yes? Yes. Good. Okay. So, yes or no question, does this character also use problematic language? Yes or no? Yes. Okay. And remember, yes is nice and loudly. Yes or no? Yes. There we go. So, who can make a change in this scene? Can this character make a change in this scene? Yes or no? Yes. Can this character make a change in this scene? Yes or no? Yes. Yes, they both can. They both have an opportunity to make a change. What is something that this character, Warren, can say to Adam when he says his cue line, which is?
Whoa, I'd tap that.
Let's just come up with ideas. Let's just shout out some ideas. What would this person say to that? What would this character say to that? Yeah. Quit it. Absolutely. Stop. Just call him out outright. What else? Calm down. Calm down. Quit it. Calm down. What else? Yeah.
That's kind of messed up.
That's kind of messed up. Absolutely. Any other ideas? People are complicated. There's so many ideas. We have 3 really, really solid ones. Quit it. That's messed up. Calm down. 3 very different ideas. So, who would like to come up and be a brave person and try out one of those ideas? There has to be a first person, friends, and I'm already up here. Come on up. Thank you so much for coming up. And your name is?
Jackson.
Into the microphone?
Jackson.
There you go. Jackson, so we were coming up with ideas for this character, Warren. So would you like to be this character?
Yes.
Okay. Here you go. And here's your beer, Jackson. Have a seat. Excellent. This is Eric. He's the actor. Give him, cheers your beers, because he's a nice guy. But remember, he is playing the character of Adam, and if your character feels like he wants to use violence, put your hands at your side. We don't know where the conversation's going to go, just like real life, right? Okay, so there were 3 ideas that we brainstormed, Jackson. He'll start the scene, and then you just respond however Warren would respond, because that's the character you are. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Into the microphone?
Yes.
There we go. Great. Remember to use that. I'll be right here. I'll get out of your way and let you do your thing. Cool? Yeah?
Yes.
There we go. All right. Let's see this new scene. 3, 2, 1.
Whoa, I'd tap that.
Calm down.
Why? Calm down what?
You don't have to act like that.
Act like what?
Maybe you don't even know the person.
No, I don't. She's on the TV.
So you shouldn't talk about her like that.
Why not? She can't hear me.
So?
Like, it's just us guys, right? I'm not hurting anyone.
So that's mean. You shouldn't do that.
But it doesn't matter if it's mean because she can't hear me.
That doesn't matter.
Why not?
You shouldn't talk about people like that. Even if they're on TV or not. You just shouldn't talk about people like that.
I don't understand what the issue is. This is how guys talk. Is it not?
I don't want to talk about that.
You don't want to talk about that?
No.
Do you not think she's hot?
No.
Are you not, like, man enough? Like, come on, look at her.
You shouldn't talk about me like that either.
Talk about you, like, saying you're not man enough?
Yes.
Well, obviously you're not if you don't think that she's hot.
You need to calm down.
Why?
Because you're being mean to people.
I just don't understand why you're chirping me. What's your issue?
Right now, it's you.
I'll stop it there. Stand up, Jackson, and stay standing here with us. That was fantastic. Good job. All right. First of all, being the first person up on this stage to share an idea is the bravest thing to happen in the whole darn show. Give Jackson a huge round of applause. Okay. So now let's talk about it. Jackson, you did a lot of work there. We're going to let them talk about it first, okay? Great. So here's my question. What did the new Warren say or do that was different than the Warren in our problematic play? What did he say? What did he do? Yeah.
He was quite a bit more respectful.
He was quite a bit more respective.
He wasn't agreeing with him.
He wasn't agreeing with him. When? Throughout the whole thing or at certain parts?
When he
When he said, I tapped that and really dealt with that language really directly. Yeah. Anything else happen? Or what was Adam saying in response to that? Like, what did the new Warren have to overcome? Yeah.
Adam dissing him?
Yeah, Adam was dissing him. Do guys like diss each other? Like, is this a realistic conversation that would have happened? Yeah. Jackson, how was that for you? What did you want in this scene? What did you want to change?
Him acting like that?
Into the microphone.
Adam acting like how he was?
Do you feel like you got what you wanted?
Yes.
Adam, how was that for you? Was this like a new thing that you guys, that these two people, is this the first time this has come up?
Yeah, I mean, we talk like this all the time. He's never had an issue with it, so I just like I'm trying to understand where the issue is all of a sudden.
Cool. So we also see that perhaps this is the first time these two characters are having this conversation. Is Adam going to change his mind all of a sudden immediately? Yes or no? No. We stop the scene. Maybe, maybe not. It's kind of a trick question. But we see the conversation starting, and sometimes change takes time. But we saw this new Warren addressing it, standing up for what he thought was right, and really being clear with Adam. Anything you want to add before we move on?
No.
Big round of applause for Jackson. Thank you so much for coming up. Oh, you can have a seat.
Okay, we are going to move on to our next scene. So we're going to bring out our actors who are going to be reenacting the scene from our girl scene. We're going to see this scene. We have an idea coming at us from Sudbury Secondary in Sudbury, Ontario. Thank you for writing in, Sudsec. We are going to see this new scene, and our avatar, Morgan, is going to play the stop game on your behalf using your ideas. We're going to see this new scene in 3, 2, 1.
I'm gonna walk in and Warren's gonna think I'm a baby! But you don't think it makes me look like a slut?
Stop! No. Okay, we have a stop. Come on up, Morgan. Morgan, Sudsec had an idea for how to intervene in this scene. Now, which character was decided would be the best character to intervene?
I'm gonna replace Rachel.
Excellent. So, we have a new Rachel. The same rules apply to our avatars as they apply to all of our interveners who are coming up today. Be nice and loud, face the audience, and don't hit the actors. Morgan, meet Morgan. You guys have met, just give each other a high five. And now we're in the world of the play. We're going to see this new scene in 3, 2, 1.
I'm gonna walk in and Warren's gonna think I'm a babe! You don't think it makes me look like a slut?
No, don't talk about yourself that way. You look beautiful.
Really?
Yes.
I mean, the dress is really short, though. Don't you think it's kind of slutty on me?
Are you not comfortable in it? Do you not feel beautiful?
I feel like a movie star.
Well, as long as you feel comfortable, then it doesn't matter.
What if other people at the party say I'm a slut, though?
It doesn't matter what anybody else says, as long as you feel okay.
As long as I feel okay?
Yeah.
Okay. So, I mean, is slut like a bad word? Should we not be saying that?
Well, not the way you're using it. That's really negative and inappropriate. You're saying that that's a bad thing. So if you're saying a bad thing, you shouldn't be saying that about yourself.
Okay. Great.
Do you feel wonderful?
I feel wonderful.
As long as you feel wonderful, then we should go.
Warren's gonna think I'm such a babe.
Well, it doesn't matter what he thinks, as long as you feel good.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, let's stop it there.
Hooray!
Big round of applause. Thank you for your suggestion, Sudsec. This is your moment to have a little conversation amongst yourselves and write into us with your comments about how that scene went and what we think about our intervention that you contributed on. So thank you. In the meantime, we're going to put it out to the audience and ask our live viewers, was that different? Yes or no? Yes. Yes. How? What happened? Yes. I will come back to you. What was said that was different? Or how did our new Rachel do something that was different from our original Rachel? Yes?
She said not to be negative on herself.
Yeah. I was asking Felicity not to talk negatively about herself. What else did we hear or see? Yeah?
She said if she was comfortable to wear it.
Yeah, and asked her if she was comfortable as well, actually checking in with Felicity to see how Felicity was feeling about it, and finding out whether Felicity was comfortable about that. Just let me know if we have any comments coming in from SUDSEC, and we'll check in a bit. So, Morgan, what was it that SUDSEC want? What was the goal that was coming to you as an avatar?
They gave us a really, really detailed intervention. It was wonderful. So they wanted to make sure to get rid of the word slut. They didn't feel that that was an appropriate word for her to be using about herself or about her friend. They wanted to make sure she wasn't being peer pressured into wearing the dress and that she felt comfortable.
Great. And I think we saw all of those things. Now, here's my question. Why do we think that we didn't like the word slut? What do we think about that word? What does that mean when they say slut? The guys use the word slut. They say, she's such a slut, she's my slut. And then the girls say, am I going to look like a slut or slutty fun girls? Yes.
Slut is a very discriminating word to women.
It's a very discriminating word to women. What makes you think that it's discriminating? I'm just curious of what your thoughts are on that. Not used appropriately, used negatively. Okay, any other thoughts on that word?
We have our message from SUDSEC, who watched it and then typed in as to how we did. And great, yes, friends should support each other. We liked it.
Awesome, great job, Morgan. So just going back to that language, so we're hearing that that particular word is discriminatory against women, and some people in this scene were using that word in a way that we thought was negative. So addressing the language, being a supportive friend, and really just checking in to make sure that Felicity actually feels comfortable with what's happening and isn't doing it for anybody but herself. So thanks very much, SUDSEC. Awesome.
So that we're all on the same page, when we go back to these scenes, we go back to that original problematic play. So even though we see these scenes from different perspectives, we go from that one that we all watched together, and that's sort of like our imaginary base camp. Okay, so now we move forward into the play, and we are at the party!
Oh my God, it's gonna be lit.
Everybody's gonna be there.
And guess who all is there? All of y'all.
We're all at this party. So, here's what we're going to start off. We're going to see these characters, and they're going to interact, and this first scene is more of a physical violence scene. But before we get to that, the second scene in this party is...
the scene where after the fight at the party, we're left with our three characters, Rachel and Adam and Felicity. So for our web interveners, we're going to be looking at the scene following the fight when Warren has left the party, when all of our characters who are remaining are coming over to this lovely bar that we have established here to do some shots. So this is your moment. Start brainstorming and writing into us about how we can intervene in this scene. What don't we like? How can we make a safer choice? And which character is the appropriate one to make that choice? So we've got Rachel, Adam, Felicity, not to mention everybody else at the party. So there could be somebody new arriving at this party that we've never seen before.
But before we get there, live audience, now it's our chance to play the stop game. So we go into this party, and whenever you see, feel, or hear something you don't like, something you think could change, a safer choice, a healthier choice, a more positive choice, throw up your hand and yell stop. Yes or no? Yes? Yes. There we go. 3, 2, 1.
Put your jacket back on.
I'll be too hot, silly.
Okay, put on my hoodie.
Come on, man. Why would you want to cover up a pretty little thing like that?
Because of you.
God.
Talk about taking all the fun out of the party.
You don't want to make me look bad, do you?
No,
Then put it on. Put it on.
Okay, we gotta stop. You had your hands up like you were just waiting for a different moment. Am I right in thinking that? Did you not like it as well? Yeah. Hands up if like, well, that was uncomfortable. That's your thought? Yeah, put your hands way up if you thought that was uncomfortable. Yeah, okay. Jackson, you've already been up here. You've already tried one out. So I'm going to open it up to everybody else first, okay? In this scene, all these characters are different people. They all can make choices. Who wants to be brave? Who wants to try out an idea? Don't all volunteer at once. You're rushing the stage. Was there a moment to stop? What did we see? Here's a question. What kind of violence were we looking at? Let's just brainstorm. What kind of violence is in this scene? Yep. Physical. There's physical violence. Is there any other kind of violence in this scene? Jackson? Verbal. There's verbal. She was being peer pressured. Yeah. Anything else that happens in this scene that made us feel uncomfortable? All right, so we've named 2 different kinds of violence. We named how they're using that violence and peer pressuring us. So, anybody got an idea after that brainstorm? Or is Jackson going to be the only person to speak on our behalf? This all comes to come up, friends. Awesome. And here you go, your tool. Your name is?
Andrew.
Andrew. Okay, Andrew, who would you like to be in this scene?
I forget your name.
Adam?
Adam.
Great. We have a new Adam. You remember the rules, including our last one, which is don't hit the
actors.
There we go. Okay, this is Colton. Give him a high five just to get into this scene. There you go. And I'll get out of your way, let you do your thing. New Adam. 3, 2, 1.
Put your jacket back on.
Come on. There's no point in doing that.
No point in doing what?
No point in trying to force her to do something she doesn't need to do.
I'm just asking her to put the jacket on because I saw you looking at her.
Oh, trust me, I wasn't. I wasn't.
I just saw you, man. You were looking at her like some piece of meat.
I wasn't, trust me.
You're supposed to be my friend. You're supposed to help me out with this.
I am your friend.
Okay, so then why aren't you supporting me in this? Why don't you think that she should cover up? Other guys are gonna look at her like a piece of meat. That's not cool.
No one is going to look at her.
Look, everybody here at this party, you included, man.
I am not looking at her.
So what? I'm trying to be a good boyfriend right now.
So what if they look at her?
I don't like other guys looking at her like that. All right?
Why?
Why can't you just be my best friend right now?
Because you're demanding her to do something she doesn't want to do.
I'm not demanding her, man. I'm just trying to be a good, supportive boyfriend. I care about her. Do you care about her?
No.
You care about me?
Well, you're forcing her to do something she doesn't want to do. That's inhumane. There's no point in really doing that.
I'm not forcing her. Here, please put the sweater on.
She doesn't want to. Just leave her alone.
You know what? This is our relationship, man. If you're not going to be a good friend, you can just butt out, okay?
He is being a good friend.
You're acting like a jerk.
I'm acting like a jerk? You're acting like a jerk, man. You're trying to interfere with my relationship. So why don't you both step aside, let me handle this, okay? Since clearly you can't.
Obviously, I'm doing a better job than you.
How?
Because you're demanding her to do something she doesn't want to do. Look at her.
Yeah, and?
She obviously looks scared.
Scared? Are you scared right now?
I don't really want to put on the sweater. Don't you like my dress?
It looks great. I just don't like how other guys are looking at you.
Just don't force her to do something she doesn't want to do.
So what am I supposed to do then? If I'm trying to protect her, what am I supposed to do?
Just leave her. I guarantee she can handle herself.
Great. We'll stop it there. Hooray! Okay, let's take a step downstage, as we say in this business called show. Okay, so Andrew did a lot of work there, so we'll just collect ourselves, have a bit of a breath. All right, what happened? What did the new Adam say or do that was different than the Adam in our first problematic play?
I just want to put
Yes?
that question goes out to everybody on live stream as well. So Setsec, if you've got more comments about this scene as well, we would love to hear them.
Thank you. Thoughts? Questions? Concerns? Anecdotes? Annotations? Yeah, I'll keep going, guys. What happened? What did this person say? Yes.
Well, he made, I forget your character name.
Warren?
Yeah, that guy. He made, have a lot to think about, what he was doing.
Yeah, he made Warren think about it.
Yeah.
Jackson, did you have an idea there? That's okay. If it comes back to you, just, let us know. Is that a hand up? No. My spidey senses. It's confusing for me. Anything else happened? Or did nothing happen there? Hands up for yes, I noticed something happened. Okay, good. Good. We were all watching that scene. We all noticed something. Let's go to the character. Here's my question, Andrew. Why Adam? You had the option of being anybody in this scene. Why Adam?
Because he would be his
Into the
friend.
mic.
Because he was his friend, and there's a chance that he would be able to trust him more and listen better.
So you think that the scene is, it's a trust scene? It's about trust?
I mean, it can be depending on the way you look at it.
And what was important for Warren to know? Like, what did he need to know in this scene?
He shouldn't be forcing someone to do something they don't want to do.
Right. Felicity, how did you feel in this scene? Like, the new Adam, said, look at her. How is she feeling? How did that feel?
I realized how uncomfortable I was feeling, and although it was really scary, because I felt supported by Adam and Rachel, I felt like I could speak my mind and that they had my back.
Question for the audience. What is the opposite of peer pressure? Yes, in the support. What does that look like? Did this new Adam do that? Yes?
Yes.
How?
By saying that he was forcing her to do something she didn't want to do and that he should cut it out.
Yeah, and that he should cut it out. It was very clear, very direct, and keeping the conversation on. Sud-Sec says Felicity needs to stand up for herself and stand her ground. Do we agree with this live audience? Yes, and we recognize that all these characters has different choices. We saw new sets of choices for Adam. Anything you want to add, Andrew, before we move on?
No.
How about a big round of applause for Andrew? Thanks for coming up.
Awesome. So we are moving on now to the next scene. So we have a suggestion coming at us. We are going to see this scene, and our avatar is going to play the stop game with us. So we'll see this new scene in 3, 2, 1.
Step right up, specialty of the house.
What is it?
Oh, it's just a little something that I made a little earlier.
Okay, we have a stop. Come on up, Brandon. Okay, so this is a combination, actually, of interventions from the Women's Center in Thunder Bay and Sudbury Secondary as well. So, Brandon, which character are you replacing?
Rachel.
Rachel, excellent. So, we have a new Rachel. And we're going to see this new scene in 3, 2, 1.
It's just a little something that I made a little earlier.
Hey, Felicity, how you feeling after all that happened, eh?
Really
A
sad.
little sad, eh?
Yeah.
Well, I thought maybe we could try some, dancing together instead of drinking. It might be not a great idea to be drinking right now, especially if you're not feeling so great.
But the drinking's gonna help me forget about everything that just happened.
I'm here to help you.
You know what makes you a better dancer?
What?
Shots. Felicity?
No, see, I don't think that's a great idea. I also, why are we pressuring Felicity into drinking?
I'm not pressuring her. I'm just giving her the alcohol that she very clearly wants.
Okay, and why aren't you drinking?
Because I can't drink because my parents aren't home.
Right, so maybe we shouldn't be drinking at all.
Well,
if
no,
you
I'm-
can't drink, then maybe we should.
Well, I'm being a responsible host.
But
Like,
it's
you guys
a
can drink.
party.
Yeah.
People drink at parties, Rachel. Why are you being like this?
Because I want to dance. I want to have fun. I want to be here for you. Why don't we just dance and have fun together? We'll forget about everything that happened. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm your best friend, right?
But we drink all the time.
Just not tonight. It might not be the best idea and the best choice after everything that's happened
Well,
and
can
what
I
we're
just
feeling.
do one?
No. Why don't we dance?
Felicity obviously wants to do shots. It's her own choice.
I really feel like you're putting a lot of pressure on Felicity.
I think you're pressuring her not to drink.
Felicity, what would you like to do? I'm here to support you and to help you, but what would you prefer?
I want to drink.
See?
And you really think that's the best idea?
Yeah.
Do you want to do another one?
Just one.
I'm sorry. No, I think we should stop. I think you and I should dance because we've been talking about dancing for so long. We've been talking about having fun.
Yeah.
Why don't we go have some fun?
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, come on.
All right, let's stop it there. Thank you very much, Women's Center and Sud-Sec. You can start typing in your thoughts and comments right now as well. Let's put it out to our live audience. Live audience, was that different?
Yes.
Great. Why? Burgundy?
Because he was saying no, you shouldn't drink. It's one of those
Yeah, so our new Rachel deciding that maybe we could have fun in a different way other than drinking. What else did we see? Yeah.
It's not about what we saw, but I think Rachel could have asked like what was in the drink or what was the drink.
Interesting. Why is that a thought that you're having? I'm curious.
She only had one shot, and Felicity was the one to do it first.
So wanting to know, just because we don't have a mic here, wanting to know what was in the drink, and that's important because Felicity had the shot first.
She also looked like it was like really strong.
When we saw her later after she had the shots, it looked like it was really strong. Yeah, we saw a great effect on her. Yes. Also, she is underage, and let's be clear here. So we have Felicity is 15, we have Adam who's 18, we have Rachel who is 17, and all of these characters are underage. Now, here's a question for you. Put your hand up if you acknowledge that underage drinking happens at parties. Okay. At the very least, we know that at this party, these characters are choosing to engage in that kind of behavior. There's a thought over here that's brewing as well.
He said it's something he made himself. So we don't know how much alcohol it is. We don't know how much alcohol is in the moonshine.
That's an excellent point. From YOF, we have the comment of, it shouldn't be the girl's responsibility. Adam needs to be accountable as a host. And the comment that we just had was about that Adam made the drink himself. And so let's just talk about it real quick for a second. In the world of the play, this jug is full of liquid. Do we know what is in this jug? No. Okay. Is there a lid on this jug? No. Let's ask the host. Adam, what is this?
It's jungle juice.
What's jungle juice?
It's like a mix.
Like a mix of?
Like alcohol.
What alcohol?
Like I took from the cabinet and I put alcohol.
So we don't actually know what's in the jungle juice. And like we said, there's no lid on this. So even if we do trust Adam, are there lots of people at this party? So not only worrying about alcohol content as well, but what else could we worry about this not having a lid on? Yes?
Other people can put more alcohol in it.
Other people can put more alcohol in it? Drugs. Bloop. And we can expand on that for a long time, but drugs. But let's also be clear that the number one drug in facilitating sexual assault is actually alcohol. Let's go back to our interveners. So Brandon, what was important to our interveners about bringing to this scene?
So they had a few things they want to touch on. The first was to check in with Felicity and how she was feeling, how she was doing after everything that had happened. And then it was to try to encourage not to drink, for this is not the answer, what we were going for. And then finally was to address Adam and the pressure he's putting on and the curiosity of why Adam wasn't drinking what he had made and why he was making everyone else drink that.
Yeah, so we have a comment here from Sudsec saying, great, but Rachel should have tried harder to make sure that Felicity didn't drink. Now, how was that for you, Brandon? Did you find it, how was it being in that situation?
It's an interesting situation, too, because you don't want to try to go from peer pressure and control of Adam to then controlling myself as well over Felicity. So it's an interesting situation you get into when you're trying to stop someone from doing something you really think is not great for them, but also not trying to put yourself as their controlling factor. So it puts you in a very interesting, neat spot there where it makes it tough for you to stop her from drinking. And she says she was very quick. She was very quick with those shots. And it caught me off guard. And it was the kind of thing where that's when I started addressing Adam and trying to stop him from pouring those drinks because she was very quick at them. But it gets you in a very tough spot. So it's trying to do your best with your best judgment. Yeah.
And at the end of the day as well, did Rachel drink? Did Rachel drink? Yes. Did we see that? In this scene, this new scene? No. So at the very least, if Felicity's going to be sneaky about taking her shots, our new Rachel is staying alert and awake and aware about what's happening so that at least perhaps somebody will be around to make sure that people can stay more safe. Did we miss anything? Any other final comments? Cool. Thank you so much for our interveners for writing in with their suggestions. Thank you very much.
Okay, we are moving right along. We go a bit further on in the party. This is for us, the live audience. Although it's kind of cool that already we are connecting Owen Sound to Sudbury to Thunder Bay. So although this is us in this room, it's actually a bigger room and a bigger conversation. And that's kind of really cool. So thank you everybody who's joining us. Okay, we're still playing the stop game. We title all of these scenes what we call interventions. This one is called Rachel's Leaving. 3, 2, 1.
Oh, Felicity! Kit is here.
Correct.
And they just asked me to go to this bush party with them. It's so cool! It's so cool. So it's just about 10 minutes down the road.
Then
so
who's gonna drive me home then?
Oh my god, don't hate me.
I'll do it.
Yeah? Oh, that'd be so awesome. That would be so awesome.
All right, we got to stop. Andrew says stop. Anybody else said stop? Anybody else feel a stop and didn't say it out loud? Hands up if you felt a stop. That's okay too. Because remember, if you want to come up here, you come up here. I'm not going to force you. But let's talk, right? So let's do another brainstorming session or a thought shower. What is problematic in this scene? What are those what we sometimes call red flags? Andrew.
She shouldn't be leaving her friend alone at a party.
She shouldn't be leaving her friend alone at a party. Hands up if you agree with this statement. Interesting. Okay, so what should she be doing instead then? In the pink.
She could go with Rachel herself, because you should always have like a buddy when you go to a party.
She could go with Rachel herself, because you should always have a buddy. What else? Andrew?
Instead of saying he can drive, say, maybe I'll drive you home. I know you've had a couple shots, so I'll drive you home first, and then maybe I'll go.
Right, I'll drive you home first, and then maybe I'll go? Yeah? Yeah?
Maybe someone could drive her when she goes to the party.
Yeah, somebody could drive her when she goes to the party. All of these, great idea. Sudbury Secretary says, Rachel should stay because she made a commitment. You should never leave a friend, especially if they're drunk. Do we agree with this statement? Say yes so that Sudbury can hear you. Yes! Or no, you can say no as well. This is us having a conversation. Okay, so, friends, who wants to be brave and try out one of these ideas? We've seen our two interveners who have already come up, Jackson and Andrew, are willing to come up again. Why? Because maybe they had a good time. Do you have an idea? No? No? All right. Would you like to come up? Yeah, come on up. No? That's okay. That's okay. Right? Part of what we model in this show is practicing consent. Would you like to do this thing? Yes or no? If we hear a no, we respect the no. Andrew, you called it. You were the one that called stop. Would you like to come up and try out another idea? Come on up. Here you go. You know the drill. Who do you want to be?
Rachel.
Rachel. Great. Okay. We have a new Rachel. This is your scene. Where would you like to take it from? Where she's coming in, or is she already here?
She's coming in.
She's coming in. Okay, so we'll start over there. Great. And we'll just let you do your thing, okay? Yeah. Our characters, to recap, this is Felicity and this is Adam. Okay? New Rachel. 3, 2, 1.
Hey, Felicity. I was just invited to go to another party. You wanna come?
Did Kid invite you?
Yeah.
Awesome! Yeah, I want to come. That'll be fun.
Yeah. So,
Hey, Rach, it's Kid.
Hey, Kid!
So, you ready to go?
yeah.
Can I come?
Oh, no, I'm on a motorcycle. There's only room for one. I was just going to take you with me.
Well, in that case, I'll stay with her. I'm fine.
What do you mean? You just said that you wanted to come with me to this bush party, right?
But then, who's going to drive me home, though?
Oh, I'll make sure she gets home.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's fine. I'll take her.
No, it's cool. Rachel, you go have a good night.
No, I already said I would. So I would.
Yeah.
It's okay, Rachel. You can go. I'll be fine.
She's saying it's okay.
No, I'll be fine. I'll stay with you.
You don't got a babysitter.
I made a commitment to stay with her, so I'm going to.
Okay, well, I'm leaving right now, so...
Okay, bye. Why?
This is your last chance. You're not gonna get another date with me.
Sorry. I won't stay.
All right.
Rachel, you've been wanting to go on a date with Kit for so long.
I'd rather stay with you.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Well, okay. Well, I guess he's gone.
Yeah, I mean, I don't understand why you would, like, jeopardize, like, a good night just for Felicity. Like, I'm taking care of her. She's fine. Like,
You have to look out for friends. And that's what I'm just trying to do.
she's my friend, too.
I know, but we can both look out for her.
Great. We'll stop it there. All right. Good job, Andrew. Let's go center stage. There we go. Sorry, Felicity. Just on the other side. All right. Remember speaking to your mic, friend. Thank you. Okay, so was that different? Yes or no?
Yes.
An enthusiastic yes if you think so. Yes or no?
Yes.
There we go. Because we have big voices, and it's nice to use our big voices. So, tell me what happened. What did the new Rachel say or do that was different? Jackson.
She told Felicity that she would go home with her.
She told Felicity that she would go home with her. Yeah? What else? Nothing else happened. Interesting. Did anybody notice a character that we've never met before? Yeah. Kit, absolutely. We finally met Kit. Kit was talked about in the play, and we finally met them. So, how did that make it easier or harder, do we think? Yeah. Harder. Do you agree?
Yeah.
Why? Like, why did it make it harder? That's what I'm asking.
He just.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I think he made.
One, and then yourself, both of you, but you go first, and then we'll go over there.
I think it made it harder because it sounded like Rachel really wanted to go to the party and was excited, but she didn't want to leave her friend, and Kit was only on a motorcycle, so they could only bring one person.
Yeah, there was like a limit to how many people could go to this party. They couldn't go both to the party, said Kit, anyway, because Kit's on a motorcycle. Yeah.
So there was like a lot of like feelings, like there was the support and then there was the pressure, and then because like there was this new character that was like one of those. I don't know. It's really difficult to explain because there was a lot going on.
Yeah. It's difficult to explain. There's a lot going on, and there was a lot of conflicting feelings. There was support and peer pressure. How did it feel to be in the midst of that support and peer pressure?
It was kind of hard knowing that instead of having to deal with one person like I originally thought, I had to deal with two people. Trying to
Right.
pressure me into going.
And we heard from Sudbury Secondary in the comments that Sudbury Secondary thinks Andrew did that idea very well. So it was difficult to be in the mix of that. So, and here's the thing. Rachel's been waiting for this date with Kit forever. Like, this is a really important date. You got one shot at this date. Why'd you give up the date?
Because you have to always look out for friends, especially when they're drunk.
Even when you got one chance, though?
Yeah.
But, like, does Rachel's feelings not matter?
They do matter, but for friends, they'll be there more along the lines. There's like, the thing with dating is it's kind of experimental. You never know what's actually going to happen. With friends, it's less experimental.
Right, because we know our friends better.
Yeah.
Cool, yeah.
How does she know that's gonna be like the last chance? Like, imagine if it's like the school year. It's like beginning of school.
Yeah, perhaps there's a whole year, perhaps Rachel will get another chance with Kit. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, good perspective. Any other thoughts from us before we move on? Any other thoughts from yourself before we move on?
No.
Thank you for coming up again, Andrew.
So this play, Far From the Heart, was created by young people. So what happens in the bedroom scene is real. It happened, and it is happening. Adam chose to rape Felicity. Felicity is not to blame for what he did to her. It is never a person's fault if they are assaulted.
This is theater. A magical world of what if. So what if the play didn't end this way? We have the gift of hindsight. We know how the problem play ends. So let's rewrite the play, keeping in mind our location, our characters, Felicity and Adam, and their intentions, or what they want. Adam, what do you want in this scene?
I want to get laid.
Felicity, what do you want in this scene?
I want to go home.
Okay, we'll set to the top.
For our interveners who are joining us through webcast, you can also start writing in your suggestions for an intervention in this scene as well. Let us know what it is you don't like about this scene, how to change it, and which character is best suited to make that change that you would like to suggest. So we'll do 2 interventions on this one. We'll do one with our live audience, and then we'll do another one with our suggestion from you, our live stream audience.
And so like Becca said, it's our turn first. So when you see something that you want to rewrite with one of these 2 characters, throw up your hand, yell stop, and then we'll talk about it. See the scene in 3, 2, 1.
You have a room down here?
Yeah, I like my privacy. Parents aren't in the way.
Or your little brother?
Not even the dog.
Hey, I like your TV. I can see myself in it. Look at how pretty I am.
You said it.
You know, my parents think I'm a kid or something, but I'm not a kid, right? Why do parents have to be so... Oh, that bed.
Uh-huh.
I'm just... Come on, you gotta.
Stop.
All right, Jackson stops it. Hands up for that was uncomfortable. Yeah. Hands down. So what is it? And this is a sort of a bigger question, but we're having good conversation, so I think we can go into a kind of a bigger question. What is it that stops us when we see something uncomfortable? Why don't we say stop? And this is not just us in this room. This is more of like a people thing. Like, what is it that stops people from making that change, from saying stop? Are there any sort of general ideas? Not anybody in this room, but just like sort of in general. Like, why don't people change when people see things that are problems? Andrew?
Because maybe they want to stay friends with the person, but if they say, like, hey, you shouldn't do that, then they might not like them anymore.
Yeah, so friendship, relationships, don't want to jeopardize like that friendship that you have with somebody. Any other thoughts or ideas just on this sort of big question? Cool. Okay. So Jackson, you called stop there. You've done what Andrew's done too. You've done one. We're going to open up to the rest of the people first because everybody should be allowed to play the stop game because it is a game. Would anybody like to try replacing either one of these characters? Anybody like to be brave and try out an idea on how these people can stay safe, keeping in mind what they want? Come on up, Jackson. Round of applause for Jackson. All right. Jackson, why'd you say stop? Speaking to your mic.
Because Adam shouldn't be doing what he's doing.
Adam shouldn't be doing what he's doing. Okay. Yes, you have an idea?
No, this scene is like for the play, but even before that, when he was saying to take her down to the room, I feel like that shouldn't happen at all.
You feel like they shouldn't have gone down to the room at all? No. Would you like to try out that idea?
No.
That's okay. But it's a question of timing for you, that like they should have stayed upstairs at the party?
Yes.
Okay. Hands up for, hey, that's an interesting idea. Okay, cool. Interesting. Thank you for that. So Jackson, who would you like to be in the scene?
Adam.
Adam. Okay, we have a new Adam. This is Morgan. She's playing Felicity. Give her a high five. Okay, so this is your rewrite, Jackson. Where would you like to start the rewrite from? Inside the room? Outside the room, in the hallway?
When they're coming into the basement room.
When they're coming in, so they're not inside the room yet. Okay, so let's go over here. And just so that we all get into the same imagination, we'll say like, wall, door, right? And then you can come into the room sort of around here. Make sense? Okay. So for this scene, for this rewrite, we're keeping in mind what our character wants. Eric, what does Adam want in this scene?
I want to get laid.
Okay, so how can, if that's the truth of this character, if that's coming from the center of this person's truth, how can we acknowledge that truth and keep everybody safe in this scene? Right? Keep those ideas in your head, and we'll get back to them, I promise, okay? We're going to see Jackson use the idea in a dialogue of action. All right? You got this. 3, 2, 1.
You have a room down here? Yeah. Can I go in? Sure. Wow, it's like moving out without moving out. Whoa. Can I sit on your bed? Sure. Oh, great. Oh, I'm so tired. So what's up, Adam?
Nothing. I think I'm gonna go upstairs and check on everybody.
You're gonna go upstairs? Why?
Just because I'm the host of the party and I just want to make sure everybody's okay.
Why'd you bring me down here?
I don't know, maybe you want some time to yourself?
I don't want to be by myself. I'm kind of sad that Warren broke up with me.
You want me to call him for you?
No, I don't want to talk to him.
I can call him and if you want.
I don't want to talk to Warren. I just want to talk to you.
Okay.
Jackson, I'm going to pause the scene. We won't applaud yet because we're just pausing it, okay? What does Adam want in this scene? And you can, this is the character talking, so you can speak from the character's voice. He wants to?
Get laid.
He wants to get laid, right? Great. No, sometimes expressing what we want is difficult, and so sometimes the first step is acknowledging what we want and saying that out loud. And so the character's just done that, right? So is there a way, and I just sort of, let's just explore this, okay, actively. Is there a way for Adam to express that? I'm going to get out of your way. I'm going to push play because I already see ideas happening. Play.
I just want to talk with you, Adam.
What do you want to talk about?
I don't know. You go first. I mean, why'd you bring me down here?
So you could maybe rest. You look really tired.
I am really tired. So now what?
You can lie down.
Okay, I'll lie down. This bed is really comfy.
I'm going to pause this, and we're going to do something different, okay? We're going to go inside your character's brain, okay? So just turn around and face that. Okay, so from your character, from the inside of the truth of your character, so your character's like thoughts and imaginations and feelings, what is Adam feeling right now?
That Felicity is vulnerable.
Into the mic.
That Felicity is vulnerable.
What is Adam seeing right now?
That she's tired and drunk.
What is stopping Adam from expressing what he wants? Why doesn't Adam just ask if he can, if they can hook up?
Because Warren might want to apologize.
Okay. Is there a way, if we look at this scene now, in terms of consent and asking for consent, just like we do when we're talking, with who wants to come up? Do you want to come up? Would you like to do this? Yes or no? Is there a way that Adam can ask Felicity consent?
Yes.
What would that look like? Play. How do you do that? Show us.
Is there something you want to tell me, Adam? It's okay, you can tell me anything.
It's okay to ask.
One question.
And, yeah?
Do you want somebody to come down that you know here?
I'm okay. You know what? I'm really tired. I think I want to go home.
Do you want somebody to drive you? Do you want me to call a taxi?
Yes, please.
Okay, I'll go do that.
Awesome. I'll stop it there. Great job. Great job. We're going to talk about that, okay? Okay, let's come up here. Okay, there's a few things that happened there. A few really important things that we saw. First of all, though, that was kind of a little round of applause, and that was some really brave work. Let's give Jackson a big round of applause. Okay, so we're going to open up this conversation. And also not just what did this character say or do that was different, but what did we notice? How was this character feeling? What was this character showing? What did we see in the play? What did we recognize was going on with the new Adam, Nassim? What was happening? Andrew?
He seemed really nervous.
He seemed really nervous. Hands up for, yeah, I saw that too. I saw that. Why do we think he was feeling nervous? Andrew?
Because he knows it's wrong and that you should be sober if you're gonna consent to something.
Yeah, he knows it's wrong, and he knows that you have to be sober to consent to something. How was it being Adam in there? We sort of like explored it from a few different angles together. Why didn't he just say, do you want to hook up?
Because that wouldn't be the right thing to do.
Why is it not the right thing to do?
Because she's had lots of drinks of what she doesn't know.
Yeah, lots of drinks of what she doesn't know. Pink shirt first.
He was also respecting her choice and respecting about the breakup that she recently just had.
She was respecting her choice and respecting the breakup that she just had. We heard Warren's name come up in the scene. And let's be also very clear when we talk about the relationship between the characters of Felicity and Warren. Felicity and Warren are in a very unhealthy relationship. It is not a healthy relationship. It's a violent relationship. We named some of the violence actually before. But yeah, keeping in mind that she's gone through this traumatic situation. They broke up. That's a big feeling. Lots of big feelings. I promised I would get back to you before this. Did you have an idea to share or a thought? Cool. My friend in the Argyle. What was your thought? No? Okay, if it comes back, yeah? Yeah. Okay, Jackson. How did it feel to be Adam in that scene? Not just that people are watching us, but from Adam's perspective, from Adam's center, how did that feel?
It's really weird.
Yeah. Why?
Because there's probably a lot of people watching and I didn't really know what to do.
Yeah. So, and we saw that sort of awkwardness. We saw the character recognizing that it was potentially an unsafe thing for Felicity, for yourself, and also that conflict between what he wants. And we saw you navigate that, make a safe choice, and very plainly, Adam in this scene chose not to rape Felicity. Round of applause. Thank you, Jackson. All right. And YOF says, when people are uncomfortable, they might not act right away. Standing your ground is hard. Priscilla says, Adam could try to help her sober up instead of trying to have sex. Thank you for those comments. Thank you for adding into the conversation. But there are two people in this scene. Becca?
All right, so we are going to start this scene up again and get a stop. Would you like to make a stop, Kit, or do you know where you would like to take this intervention from?
The suggestion was very similar before we go down into the basement.
Excellent. Let's start from there then. So where your suggestion is coming from Sudbury Secondary?
Yes,
great.
it is.
And who are we replacing?
I will be replacing Felicity.
Excellent. So we have a new Felicity, and we're going to take it from upstairs at the party?
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay. We're going to see this new scene, this new intervention. We're going to rewrite this scene and give our play a new ending. We're going to see this in 3, 2, 1.
Let's just get away from the crowd for a bit. Let's go hang out in the basement.
No. I mean, like, I'm having fun up here. There's lots of people around. And
Yeah.
I don't know. I kind of just want to, like, hang out. Is that okay?
Let's hang out together. You want to do that?
Yeah, we can do
Okay,
that.
let's-
Sure,
Let's
yeah.
hang out together downstairs.
Oh, no, I'm not, like, I don't really want to, no, I,
Why not?
well, like, how many people are down in your basement?
It would just be us.
See, that just sounds weird to me.
Why?
Well, I came to a party, I don't know, I've had a lot to drink.
Yeah.
And I just want to stay and, oh, no, I don't. I want to go home.
Felicity, are you leading me on?
What do you mean am I leading you on?
You
I'm
were
not
just-
leading you anywhere.
You were just dancing with me.
Oh.
You know, like you were getting pretty comfortable. So what's the issue?
Well, I want to go home. That's the issue.
I just don't understand why you don't want to spend time with me.
That's not what this is. Don't make this about you.
That's what you're saying.
No, I just want to go home. My phone is dead, so I need to like call my dad.
Yeah, you want to go home to get away from me, right? You don't trust me?
Why are you making this about you?
Because I took a punch for you earlier. Do you remember that?
Yeah, and I got broken up with earlier.
Yeah, so we're both hurting, right? Let's
Let's what?
get to know each other a little better.
Wait. Are you like coming on to me?
I like you, Felicity.
Oh my god, this is way too much right now. Can you like just have a minute? Like
Why are you being like this?
because I'm in my best friend's dress at your house with too many drinks and Warren broke up with me and I'm just feeling really vulnerable right now.
So let's get
and
you.
I just want to go home.
Let's get you away from the crowd, right? Let's get you so you can be more
No, I
comfortable.
want to call my dad. Give me a phone.
My phone's playing the music.
Can I have your phone? Can I use your phone? I'm just gonna call my dad. I don't want to be here anymore. I'm not having fun.
And Dad, who's gonna be Dad?
Hello.
Hey, Dad. Can you come pick me up?
Can you give me like half hour or something? Are you gonna be alright?
Like now?
Is something wrong?
Nothing's wrong.
Are you feeling unsafe?
Oh, you're gonna be so mad at me.
I'm not gonna be mad at you. Tell me what's up.
Well, okay. Rachel and I went to a party tonight, and she was supposed to drive me home, and then she left on the back of a motorcycle.
She left you alone?
And yes, I
Okay,
just
just give me a second. I'll be right there. Okay, hon?
Okay. Thanks.
Okay, let's stop it there. Okay. Start sending in your comments, please, web viewers. In the meantime, let's put it out to our audience. Was that different?
Yes.
How? Yes.
She didn't agree to go down, and she said she wanted to go home.
Didn't agree to go downstairs. So again, bringing up that point of timing. So choosing not to go down, choosing to make a different choice before winding up in the basement alone. Yes, in the pink.
She stood up for herself and she respected her own choice and wanting to do what she felt comfortable doing.
Yeah, Felicity was like trusting her own spidey senses, actually listening to that instinct that was saying, no, let's not do that. Sudsec is saying that our avatar Kit made a strong and difficult choice. Any other thoughts and comments, observations about that scene and what happened? What wound up happening? There was something very interesting that happened there. What did our new Felicity do? Yes.
Call her dad.
Yeah. How was Felicity able to do that?
She asked around the party.
Yeah, went to somebody else at the party, asked Adam first, right?
Yeah.
And what did you say?
My phone's playing music.
Right, so he's still presenting obstacles. So our new Felicity went and found a phone. And a friend, exactly, a new ally in the form of a person who will lend their phone. How did that conversation go? with Dad? Medium? Why medium?
Well, it took a lot for him to agree.
Yeah, interestingly enough, Dad wasn't like super keen to come out and pick up Felicity. So what did our new Felicity have to do to get Dad to come out right away? Yes.
She had to tell her dad what happened and where she was, and like that she wasn't with someone else, that she was alone.
Yeah, like actually talking about the fact that there could be some danger or there could be a reason why Felicity needed to go home. So what, Kit, what was it that our interveners wanted to have be expressed in this?
They wanted the choice to go downstairs and sort of separate away from the crowd to be made while they were still upstairs. Because as soon as you sort of get alone in that situation, the support around you diminishes entirely. They also wanted to show that you can be like strong and stand your ground. I tried to play with a few different emotional choices because when you've been drinking, sometimes it's hard to control a lot of those emotions, but you're still able to, be strong about it.
Yeah, so first of all, yeah, again, the timing thing, making sure that Felicity didn't get isolated, because if Felicity had been in that situation in the bedroom and wanted to make a phone call, perhaps that friend wouldn't have been as easy to get access to use that phone. And then again, yeah, being awake and alert and aware of your state and how that can impact your ability to make choices as well. Any other thoughts or comments, friends? Any other thoughts or comments from our friends out here? Thank you so much for your suggestions, Sec, and thank you very much, Kit, for coming up. Big round of applause. Okay, we are going to move on to our last scene of the day, but however, we are no longer playing the stop game. We are going to play a new game. We're just going to listen to our characters first, and then we are going to explore some thoughts and feelings of our characters. So if you are tuning in from online, perhaps you can start sharing some thoughts about how our characters are thinking and feeling, but in this room, we're going to listen to them and hear what they have to say in 3, 2, 1.
I can't believe she'd do that to me.
What the hell have I done?
Are you sure, Felicity? Are you sure that you're not just blaming him because you're regretting it now? I mean, Adam's nice.
I'm so stupid.
So here is our new game. We are going to play a game called Thought Bubble. So each one of these characters has a big, fluffy, cloudy thought bubble over their head, and we're going to fill them up with some one-word answers. So let's start with Warren. What is Warren thinking, feeling right now? Sad. Angry. Betrayed. Regret. Confused. Who can Warren talk to about these feelings?
Her?
Felicity, if she wants. Are there any resources that Warren can get in touch with? Let's talk about Adam for a second. Let's fill up Adam's thought bubble. What is Adam thinking, feeling?
Regret.
Regret.
You shouldn't have done what he done.
Shouldn't have done what he done. At the very end. Apologetic. Horrible. Why? Defensive. And who can Adam talk to about his feelings?
His parent or guardian.
His parent or guardian. Any other, yes?
Kid's help phone.
Kid's help phone. Either of the two individuals who introduced themselves at the beginning of the play. But you bring up a good point with Kids Help Phone. Kids Help Phone has lots of different branches. One of them is something called Resources Around Me. So if they are not sure who they can talk to, they can punch in their area code or their address, and it'll tell you all of the resources that are around you. There is also a line called Bro Talk, where male-identifying people can speak to male-identifying people. So if Adam wants to speak to someone, but he wants to do it anonymously, there are resources that are at his disposal.
Let's talk about Rachel. What's Rachel thinking, feeling right now in her thought bubble? And yes. Unsure. Denial. She shouldn't have betrayed Felicity. There was a hand over here. Any thoughts from this side of the audience? We've had 3 over here. Any thoughts? So, what can Rachel do with all of these feelings? What are Rachel's next steps? What can she do now? Andrew?
Maybe talk to Felicity.
Talk to Felicity. If Felicity wants to talk, sure. Anything else? Yes?
Listen and support Felicity in any way.
Listen and support Felicity in any way. Yeah. Rachel can respond with empathy. I believe you. I trust you. You can trust me. I can be there for you as you get support if you want. Now let's talk about Felicity. What's Felicity thinking, feeling inside her thought bubble? What's she thinking, what's she feeling? Regret?
Why would he do this to me?
Why would he do this to me? She shouldn't have come in the first place.
Betrayed.
She's feeling betrayed.
That's all her fault.
That it's her fault.
She felt stupid.
She feels stupid. And perhaps she's feeling all that at the same time. So, who can she talk to about those feelings? Who can she go to? Who can she talk to? Yep.
Psychiatrist.
Psychiatrist, sure.
Counselor?
Counselor, yes. Andrew.
Cell phone?
Kids Help Phone, absolutely. Sorry? Her dad.
Any of her parents or guardians?
And your parent or guardians, somebody who, an adult that she trusts. She can talk to Rachel, sure. Yeah. So Felicity's had her power taken away from her. And one of the ways that we begin to give her back that power is we believe her and we give her choice as to how she wants to proceed. This conversation has come to a pause, but we invite you to keep talking.
Our website, farfromtheheart.com, has links to tons of information and an interactive web version of the play that you saw today.
We want to hear from you.
Check us out on Facebook and write on our wall.
Follow our tour on Twitter.
Or Instagram at sheeter.art.
And on Snapchat at Sheeter.
Our funders include the Ontario Arts Council Creative Engagement Fund to stop sexual violence and harassment in Ontario.
And today's live stream performances have been sponsored by the Elementary Teachers Federation of Ontario. Before we go, we would like to leave you with a few thoughts.
It is never a person's fault if they are sexually assaulted. It doesn't matter what they wear or what they say. No one deserves to be sexually or physically assaulted.
Sexual assault is against the law. It is a crime.
Kids Help Phone is one of the best resources in our community. Do we all know their phone number? If you do, say it with us. 1-800-668-6868. They're available online, on the phone, and by text by texting 686868. It's available 24/7. It's completely anonymous, and it's not just for kids, it's for anyone under 25.
Did you know you can find this number on Smarties boxes, milk cartons, and on Google?
This play focuses on violence against women, and we recognize and acknowledge that violence can happen to any person.
Let today be the day that we all say stop to sexual assault and harassment.
And remember, stop isn't just for this game, it's for real life.
And since we've been practicing for real life, let's do it all one more time together before we leave.
1, 2, 3, stop!
Friends, that is the conclusion of this portion, but stay seated, friends in the audience. We now want to introduce you to our friend. This is John Farmer. You want to pass John a mic? John Farmer, yay!
So like Bane and Becca said, this play was created right here in Grey and Bruce with teenagers from various local high schools way back in 2006. 12 years later, this is the 10th tour of Far From the Heart. We've toured in Saskatchewan and across Ontario, and our tour for this year ends tomorrow. We've been as far north as Timmins, as far south as Toronto, and all the way over to Kingston. Those teens that created this play partnered with Shader because they recognized that there were things happening in our community that needed to be talked about, but that weren't being talked about. And conversation is the whole point, because we can't address any of the problems that face us as a community if we can't name them, talk about how they make us feel, and talk about how we're going to address them. So we make sure that at the end of every performance, the audience has a chance to talk, to ask questions. We kind of run it as a group Q&A and Q kind of thing. And so we're going to take some time right now to get your opinion, to see what you think. And we certainly invite all of the people who are tuning in online to have that conversation with your community and with your group right now. So I think that we are closing out the live stream. Thank you again to everyone who tuned in. Big round of applause to everyone who tuned in.